Ever wondered what separates a good sentence from a really great one? Well, today we're going to unlock a powerful tool that adds all that extra detail, clarity, and style to your writing. It's the secret to transforming your sentences from just simple to totally compelling.
So yeah, it really all boils down to this one question, right? How do you take a basic sentence, one that just gets the job done, and really make it shine? How do you add that extra layer of information that just paints a super vivid picture for your reader?
Okay, just take a look at this. On the left, the dog slept. It's a sentence, sure, it works, but it's a little boring, isn't it? Now look at the after. With just 3 little words, under the table, we suddenly have a scene. We know where the dog slept. The whole sentence just comes alive. So what's the magic trick here? That's it. The secret ingredient is something called an adverbial. Seriously, this is the powerhouse of the sentence, and I promise you, once you get the hang of using them, your writing is never going to be the same.
So let's break it all down. What exactly is an adverbial? I know it might sound a little technical, but trust me, the main idea is incredibly simple. Okay, put simply, an adverbial just gives you more information about the verb, the action word in the sentence. A really great way to think about it is like this. If the verb is the engine of your car, the adverbial is the GPS. It's telling you where you're going, when you'll get there, and how you're driving. And here's the key thing. It's not always just a single word. It can be a whole phrase. And that brings us to the main job of adverbials. Honestly, you should think of them as your sentence's built-in toolkit for answering all the important questions a reader could possibly have. Yep, an adverbial almost always answers one of these big questions. Where did it happen? When? How did it happen? Maybe even why. If you can find a phrase that answers one of these, you've almost definitely found yourself an adverbial. Let's see a few in action.
Okay, check this one out. The cat sleeps. We can ask the question, when does the cat sleep? And the answer is right there, during the day. That phrase, during the day, that's our adverbial. It adds that one key piece of info we needed.
Here we go again. I need to be back home. When? At 8 p.m. See? That adverbial phrase gives us the exact time. It's what makes the whole sentence specific and crystal clear. And same idea here. They went on holiday. But when did they go? Yesterday afternoon. You're seeing the pattern now, right? These simple little phrases, these adverbials, they're doing all the heavy lifting to add those crucial details.
But wait, their power doesn't stop there. Not even close. Adverbials also act as these incredible bridges, connecting ideas not just inside a single sentence, but between whole paragraphs.
Now, this is a really cool part. Phrases like on the other hand or as a result, guess what? They're also adverbials. They're basically little signposts for your reader, guiding them and showing exactly how one idea flows into the next. This is what creates that smooth, logical flow that makes writing so much easier to understand.
And you know what's incredible? All of these grammar power-ups, every single definition and example we've just gone over, they're all pulled directly from this one single page. It's just a fantastic reminder of how much useful info can be packed into a well-designed resource.
All right, you ready for the pro move? Once you've got the basics down, you can start using adverbials to add some real flair and rhythm to your writing. And we do this with a technique called a fronted adverbial. So here's the deal. Like we've seen, adverbials usually just hang out at the end of a sentence. But here's the trick. For a little bit of dramatic effect or to shift the sentence's focus, you can move them right to the beginning. And when you front an adverbial like that, it's called, you guessed it, a fronted adverbial.
Okay, so here's a totally standard sentence. The main point is that the scenery changed, and the adverbial, after some time, just tells us when. See how it's kind of tucked away at the end? It's perfectly fine, but let's see what happens when we switch it up.
Now just listen to the difference. After some time, did you hear that little pause after the comma? The scenery changed. By moving that phrase to the front, we actually build a little bit of anticipation before we get to the main action. It completely changes the rhythm and the entire feel of the sentence. It's just way more engaging to read. So, there you have it. Adverbials are the secret ingredient. They add detail, they connect your ideas, and they create real style. They answer all those important questions: where, when, how, and why. Now you know the secret. So the only question left is, how are you going to use them to power up your own writing?